Welcome to Breaking Bread, the B-side. So Kelly, Ebony, and Kimberly have tasked us with taking over the reins for them while they're doing the B Word Unpacked, the podcast. So we have myself, Jocelyn, Tanya, and Natalie here who are going to be doing the Breaking Bread segments for the next couple of months until the ladies are relieved of their podcast duties. So we consider ourselves the B-side. So welcome to our segment. So we just wanted to take a second to introduce ourselves, let you guys get to know us, some things that we're going to be bringing to the table. And so yeah, let's get started. So we're just going to start simply with introductions, just so you guys can get a sense of us. I'll start. My name is Jocelyn Rogers. I am the health communications coordinator with Good Stock. I've been with the team for a little over a year now. Born, raised, currently reside in Charleston, South Carolina. In my full-time work, I work in clinical research at the Medical University of South Carolina. I work with PTSD in veterans, trying to get some data so that we can provide services and resources to them as they go through their symptoms, things like that. So I've been also with MUSC for about a year. As of Monday, I am engaging in the vegetarian lifestyle, so wish me luck. Yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Nice. Should I go next?
Yeah, let's hear
Take it away.
Cool. I'm Tanya, or I guess professionally Dr. Soraya now. I work at MUSC, and I know lovely Jocelyn through MUSC. I'm a clinical psychologist and postdoctoral fellow, which is basically a really long way of saying that I just finished my PhD in clinical psychology, and now I do clinical research where I study PTSD and substance use disorder treatment. So really trying to enhance treatment and specifically look at opioid use disorder. Let's see, I was born in Tampa, but came here most recently from New York City. I lived in Harlem and in Brooklyn, so I miss New York a ton. And I think that's it. There's probably some interesting things about me. I really like to practice yoga. I've been vegetarian for most of my life, so I'm introducing Jocelyn to this world.
Yes, thanks. Sorry about
And I love to dance, but it's been incredibly hard to do with COVID. So it's just been me dancing in this room behind me.
Everything started with COVID.
Cool. So I'll go next. My name is Natalie Ocean. I live in Memphis, Tennessee, and I work as the Director of Quality and Community Engagement for a tech startup here in the area focused on closing the transportation gap for individuals who are experiencing transportation challenges or barriers in order for them to be able to seek medical care. I born and raised in New Jersey, lived in Memphis for about 8 years, just moved back after being in Charleston for about 2.5 years, which is where I met Jocelyn. Also was at MUSC for a while, working in the health system and healthcare administration, with a background in quality and process and performance improvement. Interesting fact is that I tap dance, more so teach tap dance now. That's always an interesting fact I go to, so get used to it. But yeah, looking forward to engaging with this and these great ladies moving forward.
Yay.
The day we get to dance together will be important.
And
it'll be magical. Magical.
I'll be for the show. I'm just gonna watch though. I twerk, that's about it. Not formal, by any means. So y'all, so we do got 9 minutes. Y'all see a little timer at the top, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
What's good? We're gonna get through this. All right, who's up next?
Oh, me. And action. So while we've been in quarantine, I know everyone's kind of been snacking and deviating maybe perhaps from their diets. What's been your favorite snacks that you've been indulging in over and over throughout the quarantine, or new snacks that you've tried since we've been in lockdown?
You want me to go first, Jocelyn?
Okay,
mine is popcorn. I'm obsessed. It's so weird. I don't know what's so satisfying about a bag of popcorn in the microwave. Also because it only takes a minute and a half and you're like, ooh, I have a whole bag.
Any specific flavor? Any way you like to dress it up?
No, I'm basic. I am so basic. I'm just I want a little bit of butter and a little bit of salt. And I think about being more exotic like myself, but then I'm nah, I'll just do plain popcorn.
All right, Jocelyn, what you been snacking on?
Eat popcorn. I guess I had braces when I was younger, and so I couldn't eat them, and I haven't really gotten back into it. Even when I go to the movies, and I don't even like the movies, so I guess it wouldn't make sense. My snack has been the 2 stacks of Pringles, the cheddar cheese, and this is it sour cream and onion? What is it?
I think it's sour cream and onion.
The green ones and the orange ones, right? But they're the Pringles, because I asked Sean to go get me some from the grocery store a couple of days ago. He brought back the Lay's. They don't taste they're not the same. They have to be the Pringles, y'all. So that has been my guilty pleasure through quarantine.
Poor Sean.
Cannot get it right.
So my snack has been from Trader Joe's, 2 of them actually. So sweet potato tortilla chips and just also sweet potato chips. I don't know why I've come to love them so much. I've always loved sweet potatoes, but something about the way they put it in the tortilla, the triangle makes the difference. It's the triangle. I'm convinced.
Oh, I have to get those. Those sound really good.
I made nachos with them too, with leftover chicken and cheese. Oh, it was so good. But yeah.
Yeah, Tanya, do it and let me know how it goes. I might add it to my vegetarian diet.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me know.
Minus the chicken, but.
Yeah, minus the chicken. I wish. I want a chicken wing so bad.
Okay, so I think our next topic before we run out of time is everyone's trying to be reading more during COVID, which is sometimes easier said than done. So is there a recent book you've read that's really intrigued you? What about it has been intriguing that you'd like to share?
Yeah, so I'll start, and I'm looking at it because it's on my shelf. It's called When to Rob a Bank by Stephen D. Levitt and Stephen Dubner. And it's about basically about how to knowing when to take risks. And I haven't gotten through the whole book, but it's been really interesting. The subtitle is "And 3 More Warped Suggestions and Well-Intended Rants." So it's a very easy read and very entertaining to get through. So I'm excited about getting through that because I've heard a lot of good things about it. Another book that I have on my shelf and am waiting to dive back into is, where is it? The Short and Tragic Life of Robert Peace by Jeff Hobbs. And it's based about this guy from Newark, New Jersey, who went to go on to be in the Ivy League, and a story about his life. I haven't gotten to the end because I know it's going to be a tragic ending. But I have a couple pages left, but I'm just kind of waiting. I don't like getting to the bad part. But yeah, those are the 2 books that I've really been enjoying thus far.
How about you, Jocelyn?
That I have recently dived into is So You Want to Talk About Race by, I'm not going to pronounce the name. I'm not, just Google it. I think it's been interesting because growing up in a pretty conservative middle class family, I was always like around like white people. I really didn't get to engage a lot in my African American Black culture, and so this book is like sharing a lot of things with me that I didn't have the pleasure or the ability to learn about growing up. I had to learn about it based on experience. So that's particularly why I bought a book written by a Black woman, primarily for a white woman, about my race, because I don't know, it's just been interesting. So
I love that. I feel like you can learn from everything in a different way, you know?
mhm.
So I finished All About Love by Bell Hooks.
It's right here too. I love that book.
Oh my gosh, you feel me. It was amazing. I probably highlighted the whole thing. So I really recommend it because it's just such a powerful book to talk about love and what it means. And like how that can be misconstrued in so many ways because people are so casual about the word and like not intentional about it. And she does like such a beautiful job of explaining how it exists, not just in a romantic way, but also in family and friendship and work, and like in passion. And I'm currently reading Another Country by James Baldwin. I've been really slow at it because I love Baldwin. Like he's always, like since college, been one of my favorite authors, but he's almost so good at capturing pain and like the pain of a time and of society that right now in COVID, it's been like so difficult to read because it just has doubled on like the reality we're all experiencing. So I want to get through more of that, but those are kind of like the books that I've been into lately.
Yeah. I love books about love.
We gotta talk.
A friend of mine recommended The Alchemist, so I started that a couple weeks ago. So I'm gonna have to, once I finish this, I can't do two books at once. So once I finish this one, I'm gonna dive into that.
That's my problem. I read books like I watch TV. Like I need to get through one episode of the book. I go move on to the next because I get bored very easily. So I have literally like a stack of books, and the rest of them are in storage because otherwise I flip through all the books at the same time. I can literally read like 3-4 books at a time, and that's why I never get through them. And I'm always on Amazon adding more to my cart,
Yeah.
getting persuasion like from you all, your recommendations. But yeah, I love reading multiple. Like for me, it's just interesting, especially when you get to go back and like the process of remembering where I left off is just so exciting to me. Like, okay, what happened the last time? Oh yeah, okay.
Girl, we gotta get you off Amazon.
Oh yeah, y'all know Tanya don't like Amazon.
So let me refrain. I'll just say that I continue to purchase more books from an unknown, from an undisclosed marketplace.
But, thanks for sharing, y'all. So we'll be back. We'll be doing this once a month for the next couple months. We'll be talking about a variety of topics. They're all going to be timely and based on things that are going on around us in real time. So please just stay tuned. It's going to be an exciting journey. So we hope to see all you guys soon. And take care. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.